Like it was like you don't ever say 2 and 1, right? Like only go
Yeah,
5,
no, yeah.
4, 3.
3. Back to you, Serina.
Oh, wow. So great.
Hey guys, we are together. If you can't see us and you're joining us via a non-YouTube streaming
Non-visual
service
platform.
hit us up on YouTube for an ad. If you can't see us, we're actually together in person.
Together.
See, I could poke you.
Yeah. It's like back in
tickle you.
the social media days where you just poke somebody and then they poke you and it's like an incessant like back and forth poking all the time and they're like, who's going to stop this madness?
So much poking.
Yeah. So, no, it's awesome to be together. I love being around you. You obviously love spending time together.
Same.
And so thank you for letting me be a big old lump in your house this weekend. It's been fantastic. The hospitality has been out of control. So,
so kind.
So yeah. So if you need to reserve your spot at the Dominguez Inn, everybody will have a link in the show notes.
Oh my God.
But I have been spoiled rotten between the homemade sourdough, the game nights, the dance party. That was a continuation of our dance party. It's just, and then my new friend who may or may not make an appearance throughout this podcast. So
our animal friend, our dog announcer,
companion,
our dog announcer.
Oh, we have some great photos for you guys too. So
yes, check us out on Patreon for that content. Ooh, what am I saying?
Like you're already promoting some Patreon behind the scenes. We have been goofballing super hard. So we have some photos or videos from stuff that we're testing out. You know, where we've had a lot of together time that has made it really easy for us to collaborate like creatively. Like we share that energy between the two of us and then we're just like, ooh, yes and so it's build.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's been so fun. And I have to thank you for coming up here and joining me on that awesome retreat and staying a couple extra days later. It's been so lovely.
It has been. And I really am appreciative of it. I know this is just a big love fest, guys. You're just here for us to romance each other and with words and just looking so lovingly in each other's eyes. So, yes. We got to do some fun little side questy things while we were going and doing our intentional thing.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's been almost a month that we've been together because we've packed so much into such a small space of time. And it really was based because you had extended an invitation to something so lovely. And I would say that it is, and I would love to have the proprietor of this this retreat on, the host of the retreat. It was a pretty amazing experience, learning new things for both of us, I felt.
And for me, it was like tapping into me, you know, and that was really nice. And a lot of good things came out of that and some realizations and some just like good feelings. So
what was one of your major realizations from it? Well, should we at least explain a little bit in context about the retreat makeup of like what we went to go do?
Yeah, sure. So we went on this retreat that was mudra focused retreat with some IFS stuff. And so it was like dancing and being in the present moment and not being so much in your head. And we did so many fun dance parties. And I loved how like each dance was different, you know? Over the course of the weekend, and it evoked different feelings and things for me, at least.
Oh, I think everybody kind of experienced different layers of it, right?
Yeah.
Because we all were invited to just show up completely and wholly and really if you had any reservations about showing yourself and showing up on the dance floor, those dissolved away because you meet and you greet with everybody, and then you realize you're all there for your own kind of work, really. And so there's no judgment, and everybody can rest when they need to rest. They can super boogie when they want to super boogie. They can head down the center of the space and just take up all the space if they need to. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to experience and share with the group that we had there.
Yeah, and it was such a safe space too, where you didn't care about how you were dancing or what you looked like, and we had fun with it. I think everybody did. We had fun costume changes. Serina brought all of these fun, what did you call
Like
it?
shimmy shake shakes.
Shimmy shake shakes that you could like tie around your waist or whatever. And some had these beautiful I don't want to say chimes, but little trinkets,
like the coins, like the little coin
Yeah, the
belly dance
coins. So
skirts.
that was had some auditory components to it, where the other ones had just that visual component. It was really fun.
Any excuse to break out anything from my costume closet, I will take it.
Guys, she has such a good closet. I love visiting Serina because I think I could live in that closet.
Yeah.
And last time I almost did.
And then share my clothes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Should we say?
So
Serena's wearing the pants and I'm wearing the top to this outfit.
That's how we do it. We'll just go and have an exploration with each other's closets and stuff.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh. We had so much fun with something that we're going to do later on. So teaser. We got to get AI to filter all the teaser words that we've said so we can remember to put them on.
I think it's still early enough on that a human can go extract those from transcripts or whatever.
Very true. Very true. We'll have to
not?
get our intern on it. Right now he's sleeping. So I don't know if he's going to get to it today.
Oh, maybe if we lure him over with milk bones, he's like, I don't even know what this word means, but I'll look for it.
Our furry intern. So cute.
Our infern.
Oh, stop it.
Anyway.
Leave it to Serina with the cute words.
Really bad puns. So, yeah. It's
the best puns.
The best. So, yeah. Pun always intentional.
Always intentional. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we got to get together. I flew into the most hustling and bustling airport that the United States has to offer.
I love our cute little tiny airport. It's the best.
It's brilliant. I got off of the gate and everybody's just standing in a hallway looking at me as I'm pulling all my stuff past them. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, all those people are waiting to get on the next flight.
Exactly. They're crowding to get into the door, like waiting outside an elevator, and you never let the persons off the elevator first.
I know.
I'm like, that's how you make room.
It's like the subway.
Space.
Oh, you make space. Oh, we have so much to talk about.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely. It's so funny how everyone's just like this, when you're getting off the subway or whatever, and there's not that much space. And then it's like, in order for me to get on, I got to let you off, dude.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, is that a metaphor for something?
Could be.
Let that ruminate with you.
Tell us what you think. Tell us how that evoked.
Yeah.
Tell us where you felt that inside.
Yes.
How it really connected to you. But, oh, man.
Yeah. No, but we had such a great adventure together. Even just getting up to the place.
Bagel stop.
Oh, the bagels. All
right. So Mary took us to this bagel shop that's in this neighborhood that typically has celebrities.
Celebs, I'm just saying.
I don't know. So
sometimes celebs are around.
I think maybe she was trying to hopefully give us a celebrity sighting opportunity.
Yeah.
And
hit me up, Jay-Z. I don't think Jay-Z is going out to get his own bagels.
Was it Ryan Reynolds who was
I mean, anyone. Richard Gere, Ryan Reynolds.
Right
obviously Gavin Rossdale. Hit me up.
Does he live over there?
I don't think so. No.
So he lives in the England, not the New England area.
No, the other England, the old England. I bet he probably lives in California
shoppy.
too. Listen, Gavin, wherever you are, I will come to you. Just saying. You don't even have to leave your home or wherever you are.
One day this will work.
It will.
It will.
And oh my gosh, could you also cook for me? Because I know you're an amazing cook, even though I don't see your cooking show on Vizio because I have an old ass TV.
Oh, okay. Are you doing like promo drops?
Vizio, hit us up.
Hook me up with a new television. Watch it.
Oh no.
I didn't even know about this show, but if we're talking about food.
It's special Vizio content, just like our special Patreon content.
What? You keep on dropping the Patreon. We'll be loading it, guys.
Or Discord content, whatever it is.
Wherever.
We've got content. If you want content, we've got you covered.
Yeah. We're not going to guarantee that it's valuable content.
But
it might make us laugh.
True. But I think we can guarantee that it will make them laugh,
That's
though.
true.
Come on, let's be honest.
What's the money back guarantee? Is there really? No.
No, but if you don't like it, we'll send you something that you will like.
But let's talk about taking a chance on things, right? Because let's, that's a good segue into something, right? As we were taking our little motorcade around the area as we were making our way to the retreat
center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I think the beautiful thing, and I don't know if this was us together or if this was just our vibe or whatever was going on, but I felt like all those stops that we made, we also engaged with the people that were there, and not in the pleasantry way, hello, how are you, which is really fluff.
Yeah.
No one really tells you how they are.
Right.
Because that's inappropriate.
Or it's automatic, response.
Yeah, totally. I'm good, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, we can't wear our heart on our sleeves all the time. That would make us raw and exhausted. And so
that does remind me of a little side quest conversation that I had with somebody from New York who moved to the South in the Southern pleasantries of going, have a great day. And she was like, why did you tell me that? Why did you tell me that? Now that's high pressure. Now I have to have a great day. I'm just trying to have a day. Why did you tell me that? And I was like, big difference. So yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, very huge difference. But yeah, so
let us know what the thing is where you guys are. What do they say in the West Coast or in the Midwest or in the center or Pacific up, down, Northwest. Whatever.
Now we're just being in US. Let's go beyond, wherever it is that
international.
Yeah.
Hit us up from space.
Ooh, we get the space station, folks. That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh. NASA, hit us up for sponsorship.
Gavin, are you going up there and cooking for the kids? Mary wants
I don't know. She'll be your sous chef
specialty? I don't know.
Dehydrated food or however they need that food.
Astronaut ice cream. All right, guys. All right. Sorry. This is how we bounce. We boop.
You're getting
bounce.
all over the place.
But
so what I was saying,
go for it.
Was it was so sweet that we made so many real human connections without all of that vulnerability of how are you? It's just nice to connect with other people, even though we were so in connection with each other.
Right.
It was kind of like what we talked about in previous episodes of pulling people into that space with you.
It's it's invitational. You're hey, I want to. Not that because sometimes I'm please don't I'm in a mood not for public consumption callback right
yeah
and I just go okay please don't I try not to do it too much but then there's times where I just get somebody just zones right in and I'm what was it that I was putting out there that or what was it that they needed right and they sought that out in my direction so I shouldn't just make it me centered but
well it's your experience
too. That's true I guess that's what all of us can speak to but when we're starting to talk about the things that draw us and the unseen forces that lead us to places there's that follow your belly button again, right?
Yeah.
And so Mary and I are sitting at a traffic light on our way to this one shop because I was we wanted to go thrifting because, we talked about thrifting.
Love thrifting.
And we're sitting at a traffic light and we just both happened to look over and we saw that there was this little shop that was selling German wares. And so if we're going to backtrack just a quick second too, I keep on doing that, is one of the things that Mary and I connected on early on was that we were both born in Germany and we both have had similar experiences from different kind of backgrounds. Mine was military. My dad was in the military. My mom was German. And then
my family just wanted to live abroad, my parents, and then And that was it.
They really embraced that then when aspect. They were like, let's just go.
Yeah. You totally just gave away my 2 truths and a lie.
Oh. Well.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
I'll have to think of a new one.
So yeah.
Zhuzh it up a bit.
So yeah. So whenever we see something nostalgically German, of course, we have to beeline straight for it.
And we were together. And honestly, guys, let's be honest. How many German stores are there? And it wasn't even a food store because, like, typically you see like a
frame store.
Yeah, it was like a crafty tchotchkes.
Oh, it was really cute though. It had
So
really great
cute.
stuff.
And
Fair
the
trade
lady
things
was so German. Oh my gosh. It was like a mother and a daughter shop. And it was so I don't know about you, but it was so lovely to be in there.
Yes. It was warm and inviting and cozy.
Yes. And it had all of these little things that they were selling that for me evoked a ton of memories.
Yes.
Like good ones of, my childhood in Germany and all these little things that maybe I, don't always think about, but it sits dormant in there.
Right. So did it inspire in you like, hey, now I need to get back there at some point in time? Like, or is that
totally.
hey, it's the list of places to go?
I'm always trying to get back there.
For sure.
It's so beautiful over there. I love those little tiny towns and the little villages.
I feel that way here. Like I come from the big city and like I'm rolling around these little like shires over here and all the hobbits are coming out and they're like, oh, hello, the sun is shining and there's no more snow.
Yeah. And we make our own bread and we really like get back to the old days.
Chef's kiss. Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
For real. So
I don't make the bread. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
That's all my partner there.
Gotcha.
Doing all the bread making.
Dude, big lifts. That stuff's delicious.
I mean, I am a fabulous taste tester, I'll say.
Bread life. Bread life.
Bread life. Yeah, but no, it was just like something we didn't plan that just came up. We took that moment
Tires squealing.
Make a real quick left.
Make that real quick left, people.
I mean, I learned how to drive in New York, so there's that. I'm a great driver. We love getting off the exit from the left side of the highway.
I'm in the streets of the ATL. Like,
listen,
fast lane.
For sure. Yeah. We're not going to talk about driving on the podcast, though.
That's like talking about the weather.
No, of course not. But it was so great to just like follow that whimsy, that curiosity that we have. And I think for me, that was a lot of the theme of the weekend.
Yes.
Was like finding whimsy, finding curiosity, being playful, finding that wonder and that awe and those little like moments of joy, whether you're experiencing it directly and you're in that moment of joy, or whether it was something that evoked, that memory of joy. And we both got these cute little German incense mushroom smokers. Oh, I didn't bring mine to show on the podcast.
It's okay. Right. We'll have to take pictures and put it up.
Oh, that's Patreon content. Yeah, no, but so that was our first, or not first, but that was one of the little wonders on our travel up there. And then
our nuggets, our little treasures.
Yeah, I love that, our little treasures.
It's like Crow Heart.
Yes. And then we went to a thrift store, which I've been wanting to go to. It was on my list, and it did not disappoint.
It was fun.
You found this lovely.
I did. I love it. Love it. It's so comfortable.
And I got this great iridescent Coach little pouch thingy. Check that out on Patreon.
No, I'm just kidding. Profit that Patreon.
No, but yeah, that was so fun.
We met a lovely young lady who was like wanting to come to Atlanta, so I was giving her all the insights to that. So you just find these connections, guys.
Yes,
like it's really about. I think it's about like just being open to it, really.
Yeah, because we didn't even say anything to her like, oh, hey, we're, this, that, and the other thing. We were checking out, to be honest.
Oh, I think it was based off the stamp card. There was like a stamp card they had, and I was like, I live in Atlanta, and that just opened the whole
and this
conversation.
Kid was so like, she was just so excited, right?
Yeah.
And she was telling us about all of this stuff related to the aquarium, which is so great. If you guys haven't gone, the Atlanta Aquarium is fab.
Yeah, hit me up.
But like she really connected to that. And then you guys had these little sparks of other connections. And honestly, that I saw that connection travel to the person that was in the back.
Yes,
remember?
yeah,
And then
I saw
she
her kind of
came
poke her
out.
head out, and then
Yeah.
it just blossomed.
Right.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I love when stuff like that happens.
For sure.
Do you want to talk about the pizza thing?
So, I mean, we had been driving around a bit and everything, and it's funny
We
enough
needed
because I
a
was like, I have
nosh.
not put any vegetables in my system at this point in time, and I still did not.
No.
Well, maybe
tomatoes
mushrooms.
are a vegetable.
No, they're not.
They're
Tomatoes are a fruit.
My bad. Let's erase that from the content. No, I'm kidding.
No, gotta keep it.
Put that on Patreon.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna go check out this pizza joint, and it had like a pretty decent, like self-proclaimed or Yelpy kind of like reviews.
Well, I looked that up on Google because
did you?
I just said I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mess with pizza, guys.
No.
But
you live in Connecticut, so I
live in Connecticut.
I didn't say New York style.
It didn't.
It didn't profess to be anything other than just pizza.
Yes, and let me tell you something. Regardless of what this sign says as you're driving into Connecticut from New York, which is just so embarrassing, but it's on the internet, so you can all find it.
Yeah,
it literally says Connecticut is the pizza capital of the United States, people.
Negatory.
When you're literally driving from New York.
How dare?
Who wrote that?
Somebody who wanted to really give you like the press point for Connecticut. And they're like, all right, we're going to come and try it.
Oh,
no.
Well, don't.
We tried.
No, we tried. Well, okay, so this, I feel like this whole pizza experience that you're about to tell us.
Well, I'm telling.
is though so relatable to life. And how many times do we do those things? But like to set the stage, it was literally right next to the thrift store. And, so we were like needing a nosh. The windows were steamed over, so you could not see into this pizza
Couldn't
shop.
See, like, who was sitting there?
Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. Ace. My goodness.
Look at you.
Furry boy.
There we go.
The attack intern is here. Okay. You're okay. You're okay.
So we're talking about the steamy windows.
Yeah, let me set the scene for the pizza shop. So the windows were all steamed over. You couldn't see inside. And I did look them up on Google. So I wanted to make sure we weren't going to like a 2-star a 2-star pizza shop.
Ace does not want you going to 2-star pizza.
No, he did not. He knows.
Yes.
He ate on the streets. Even he doesn't want a 2-star pizza shop.
I would rather.
No, and so like I was like, all right, this is at least decent, right?
I was like, we'll just get a slice and hit the road.
How harmful is a slice? So anyways, we get into this pizza shop, and the first thing I think we both saw, right?
We saw it at the same time, yeah.
Was the roller rink pizza warmer case. You know what I'm talking about, yes. Right? It holds like one round at a time, and it's like
tier,
two stacks.
And the Sbarro
oh my gosh.
box.
And so like we kind of looked at each other. But what were we going to do? Like walk out?
We were not, and have already made eye contact.
And we were the only people in there.
Correct.
We weren't walking out.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I was like, if it was only meat pizza, then we could have been like,
yeah, we're vegetarians. Sorry. But no, they had mushroom pizza.
And cheese.
So we, anyways, we were like, yeah, we'll take 2 mushroom. The mushrooms look good. It wasn't canned mushrooms. It was fresh mushrooms, whatever. And then we were kind of like, vibing, like poo-pooing the pizza.
You were not poo-pooing the pizza yet.
Well, we weren't sure. So we were just like, ugh. But that was just our internal vibe, our internal...
That's New York pizza.
Yeah.
And...
what's Atlanta pizza like?
Oh, it's all over the place. Like, there's all different styles because there's not an Atlanta pizza.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like Napolitano.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, the pizza that's made at the Hardiman household from the Uni is pretty dope. So.
Ooh.
All right. So
anyway,
we digress.
Yeah, we got sidetracked. Anyway, but then like we get this pizza and we're sitting down, and actually like was it the best pizza we ever had? No, but honestly, it wasn't bad.
Nah, it was like a elevated roller rink pizza. Like it had a good crispy base crust.
Yes, the
Like no
crust was
judgment, just
crispy.
curiosity, right? Like that's why
Oh,
we engaged
yes.
with the pizza because we were like, okay, we could be surprised. We
Right.
were. It was good.
It
Would
was
you eat there
good.
again? Like especially if we were there, I'd probably grab another slice.
If I was there and I wanted that pizza, I would totally grab a slice.
Like all these caveats. If I was there, was tremendously hungry. Everything. No, it was.
No, I
and
would.
the people were like lovely too. So it was like a really.
They
great.
were nice, and the pizza was good,
Mhm.
and it just brought me back to that thought of like judging a book by its cover.
Correct. Yeah.
Or
and judging it all before you.
Yeah,
Shot. Yeah.
right. And it's not bad to judge. I think that's how we keep ourselves safe,
Mhm.
right? And when can we kind of be flexible on those judgments based off of the situations that we've been in that we've judged before?
Right. Which might also keep us from actually even considering to do anything because we might lump everything in, might have muscle memory or other memories essentially that make it too scary, painful, or just overall uncomfortable for us to approach something that we've been wanting to try. We get too close. It feels too scary, too hot, too much at that moment. And there's you really have to trust your instinct in that in a lot of ways. And then there's sometimes where you're challenging your comfort zone because it's more just that than it is actually just assessing a situation and going, it is safe. It's not going to be harmful. Let me try this, right?
Right. Well, our learned history impacts that so much, right? And that's what helps us stay safe as humans. And sometimes it's good to form new learned histories too. And so, you know what? I shouldn't be so scared
Eat
by a
that
slice of pizza.
Eat that pizza.
I've had terrible pizza, guys. It is in my learned history, but here I am exploring my horizons.
You can stop after the first bite, but get the first bite.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
And then that helps inform the things that we do in the future, right? Like you were saying. Yeah. So then we got up there. And honestly, like that also ties into like you and I went to this retreat together.
Yeah.
But but everyone else just went on their own accord.
Yeah, I mean, some people knew each other already, though. And so, say, for instance, I didn't know anybody but Mary, and maybe kind of the correspondence from the really gracious and hype beast, aspect that Mary like gives me a herald to anyone. And I'm
oh
like,
my gosh.
I'm just a big old goof and I'm just a lump, guys. I mean, if you're entertained by this, I'll be like, oh, but what I feel like sometimes I go, oh, what version of me do I need to bring? As long as I just bring me, that's the one that Mary loves and promotes. I'm just, that's all I can be.
It's so funny because I know you were worried about that, and we kind of talked about it a little bit because like the people that were running the retreat I knew and were friends of mine, and I just kept saying, like, I hung out with them a lot recently, and I said here and there, like, oh, I can't wait for you to meet Serina. You're gonna love her. She's this, that, and the other thing. And all of that is so, so true. And Serena's like, I hope I didn't disappoint you. I'm not gonna disappoint them. You hype me up so much. And I always say this to you is like, I don't say things that are untrue. I say things that I know are true about you. So when you just bring yourself, all of those things become true.
Well, I appreciate that because I appreciate when we get to share that with each other. And even like through some of this actual weekend, we got to share kind of those perspectives or perceptions about the other people that we were with. And I think that's a big thing to sometimes, where you can find that connection and where you can find the thing in someone else that inspires you. It's really important to share that with that person because they like, case in point, and I had to sit here and I'm like, Mary, you are like you charge through every door. Like you are so confident. You're so brilliant. Like, anyway, and you are just always about ushering in goodness and inspiration around you. That I feel like that is a huge, just part of your personality, and to get to see you in your family
Mhm.
structure, how you are with your kids, these kinds of things like are beyond. It's not just the only version of you that exists.
Yeah,
You
totally.
are showing up in that capacity in those spaces, but Mary, what makes up Mary is so much more than who she might be in this channel or this channel or this
Yeah,
channel.
yeah,
So I I felt like we had that opportunity with each other this weekend.
yeah.
And I really felt like we got to pour that and share that with other people this weekend too that we normally don't have interaction with.
Yeah, and what
So,
I was so excited about was that Serena got to have an experience with a total stranger and I told her, I was like, "That's how I feel around you."
oh,
Like, you and this total stranger on our
well, not a
retreat.
total stranger anymore.
Well, not anymore, of course,
Yeah.
but you guys didn't know each other before this retreat, right?
Right.
And, then one of the exercises had us do this really cool thing in pairs, and
Kind of reading off of each other, your energies and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So,
and Serena and this other person, they were just electric and in so many amazing ways. Like, I felt like you guys were, like, connecting to each other's souls
oh, yeah.
right there. Like, there was nothing else but that soul connection, and you guys were following your instincts and
Mm-hmm.
your energies, and the way like, I was doing my own thing, but I saw you in my periph,
Mm-hmm.
and it just brought me so much excitement and joy because that is literally how I feel around you, just like being with you or even seeing you on the screen, like, and so it's so nice that you got to experience that with somebody else.
Yeah, well, I felt that way with my partner in the dance really at
Mhm.
that point in time, and it was just a really cool experience to share that and just be like feeling so natural, like just like
Yeah.
nothing was no emotion or movement was judged. There wasn't anything that was like you felt like you could show up wholly, like you felt like you
Yeah.
could bring that together. And yeah, it was just taking up all that space and being playful and joyous
Mhm.
and then kind of hearing how the rest of the groups were like it was a really great exercise in kind of this empathic connection,
Mm.
but also really feeling where your body was going to go too. Like it was just, hey, you can offer out, but you're also paying very much attention to what you're receiving back, but also what
Mhm.
you're wanting to convey, right, and
Yes.
express. And I loved that exercise. I
Yeah.
would love to do that more. I think that is such a cool connector, and it
Yes.
really was this, like, thing where I felt truly connected with that individual. I felt like kind of a kindred spiritness, with
Mhm.
her anyway, and it was just a really cool way to kinda bring it together. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we should totally bring that to our community, to our people in a future pop-up. Oh, that would be so fun
That
to
would be
do that
great.
exercise
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. All
So,
right, cool.
yeah.
Well, check
Well,
out that teaser.
and I wanna come back to that though,
Yeah.
because you said what you got out of this weekend. What was the thing? And
Oh,
I know we kinda went back through it, but I wanted to come back to your
yeah. I
to
think
your
for me, the biggest takeaway was life be lifing, you
life be
know?
life in, and
And
you may as well
I
life along with it.
yes, and the thing is that life's gonna be lifing, right? So I need to be alive in my life as it lifes along,
Mhm.
I because there's all these routines and rules and structures that we set up, not really rules, but guidelines. Our lives are sometimes what am I trying to say here? Our lives are sometimes like indicative of the roles we play,
Mhm.
right? And so for me, my life right now is very structured and things. And
Very on rail, as I say.
yeah,
Like you're routined or you're scheduled to a point. You
yeah.
might not have wiggle room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so then I sometimes get to these moments where I'm like, I need to feel alive. I have to live. And
You're like,
then I
"Break
go out.
free! Open the
Exactly.
gates!
Yeah.
Go!"
And then I'll go do something and I'll go to a dance party or I'll go do something in the city by myself and just like feeling alive in these moments. And what for me this retreat brought forth was that I don't need to wait for those moments to be alive, that I could be alive every day in this life that I've already created, you
Mhm.
know? And so that's something that I'm gonna take with me and really, like, I wanna just be more present, and I want to notice how I'm alive
Mhm.
in my regular everyday Monday through Friday slog,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It's like when you get those glimmers and those things that call your attention. It could be somebody in a red sweater. It could be a
Mhm.
butterfly that just happened to flit out of the side. It could be, somebody walking down the street and you have to go and pull the curtain back to make sure,
Your
you
dog
know,
doesn't
you
attack them through the window.
I mean, it could be whatever it is. It's like typically it's going to be the thing that takes you out of your standard, like waking yourself up out of this life hypnosis that you have, right? Like, so
Yeah.
you're literally continuing this, version of yourself and you kind of just let it go on autopilot. And then
Mhm.
when you finally see those little moments, those are your moments to kind of just notice. You don't have to do anything
Yeah.
huge at that point in time. You don't.
Right.
It is just the act of noticing that can be a pause for you to be grateful, to be curious,
To
to
be
be
in the moment and
contemplative.
out of your head.
Correct, yeah.
Right.
Because oftentimes, like, I think when we get too myopic, right? Like, especially if we're trying to work a problem, an issue, all of those kinds of things, becomes all consuming.
Mhm.
If we have a hard deadline on something, you know, people have to, like,
Right.
knuckle down or whatever it is to get into it. I feel like in a lot of cases that it's that whole concept that we have to just keep forcing something through to get it
Yeah.
barreled through.
Yeah.
And then oftentimes when we take that step back or we take the walk around the block or,
Mhm.
we adjust our eyesight for, you know, 10 minutes, just to get it off of a screen for a moment, those
Right.
are the times where that inspiration can creep in. So I
Yeah.
feel like creativity, motivation, all that stuff does surround us. And it is
Mhm.
just a matter of how you want to connect with it. And if you're just constantly pushing it away, and rejecting it, you're not going to get too much from that expression.
Right.
You're just going to miss it. And
Yeah.
so I really, if you see something out of the ordinary, something that's just out of place, pay attention, you
Yeah.
know.
I even think that this resonated for all of us on the retreat
Mhm.
because I heard so many people say, I used to do X. I
Mhm.
used to do Y, myself included.
Mhm.
I mean, this is a dance retreat and I love dancing so much.
Mhm.
And I mean, during COVID, we stopped, drop, and dance partied all the time. I
Mhm.
mean, literally probably every day.
Mhm.
And I don't do that much anymore, or barely ever, if I'm being quite honest. Um,
We got to do a little
and
impromptu dance
we
party.
did get to do an impromptu dance party, and, sometimes for me, like, I get stuck in the rigidity of life,
Mhm.
because, this has to happen, then this has to happen in a given day, and then by X amount of time, everyone needs to be in bed, and then, everything starts over like Groundhog Day. But, like, honestly, a 2-minute, a 5-minute dance party, a 1, 2 song dance party
Mhm.
is something that I know I can incorporate into my life,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of, like, noticing that, and just I think for me, feeling alive just means that, not adhering to my Groundhog Day.
It's participating. Like,
Yes.
intentionally with your life rather than being
Yeah.
passive and
Right.
just letting it go on to the automatic code that you have put in
Yeah.
to your complex computer here. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just had an aha moment on the podcast.
Oh, you or me or both of us? We both.
Oh, did
Or
we
sometimes
both?
oh. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, but, it's more for me, it was that. It was just, like, feeling alive
Mhm.
in the life that I've already built because, I'm 42. I have built this life
Mhm.
intentionally and some of it passively.
Well, and some of it didn't work, some of it works. Like
Yeah,
you think about all the bumps and bruises along the way, is that this doesn't happen by accident. There's intention that you put towards it. There's things you tried
right,
that might not have worked. There's
right.
there's journeys we've each taken. There's occupation, there's
Yeah,
personal, there's, building a family versus not building a family. I mean, these
yeah,
kinds of things are huge decisions and really kind of press upon this point where we get in life where you're like, how did we get here? Like, what
Oh
happened? Like,
gosh.
what were the big milestones,
Yeah.
and how did I miss all the things in between? And so
Yes. Is
that's
anyone else out there in their,
Mhm.
like, 30s, 40s, 50s that were like, "Wait, how did I get to this point in my
Well,
life?"
I mean, I think like it's almost ageless in a way because there are so
Mhm.
many people who could just go, I was born and oh my God, I'm already 25. Like
Yeah,
what
true.
happened, And so we often self-impose these age milestones as like we have to accomplish something by like
Ooh,
I need to do this by the time I turn 30 and you're 21. Well, you're giving yourself 9 years to put that thing off, right?
yeah.
And it's just going to continue to build up this like almost like internal narrative about whether or not you can accomplish it. So
Right.
you may as well try it. You may as well like
Yeah.
not just now it could be something big. You go, hey, I know I need to culminate in nine years.
Right,
Like
like,
it
I'm
might need
saving up
to
for a house, that's
correct.
not something that you may be able to take a step on that or take, like, a big step on
Yeah.
that very day, but what are the little steps that you can take toward that big action?
Mm.
Maybe it's getting coffee once a week out instead of every single day and taking that money and saving it for your house.
Yeah, I mean, these are even like I know we talk about then whens and we talk about it being like a backlog or something, but these are just very intentional actions that we want to take. So
Yeah.
it can be something where somebody takes for granted the fact that they might be kind of naturally inclined to be money conscious, money smart, but other people might not have had that. I know like
Yeah.
growing up, it wasn't very common to have a money smart tactic, and I'm not
Mm,
no shade on my parents or anything, but it was kind of
right.
like coming off of the people that just, oh, credit cards exist.
Uh-huh,
Oh, there's
uh,
timings between, like, writing checks and things like that, and
yeah.
knowing when to tell somebody to cash it versus not.
Yeah.
So, there's all these little tricks and things that we've learned along the way, and we kinda take for granted that sometimes the stuff that we learn is not I think I'm into that too, is like when we learn something or when I've learned it, I almost take for granted that it's not necessarily always common knowledge. And so
Yes.
to have a space, to have people ask the question, it is open. There's no stupid questions about these kinds of things.
Right.
If it is something that you're dealing with going, how do I even get started with this? And it can be something that's just a basic life skill.
Yeah.
That's
Like
also what this
learning how
place
to
is for.
cook. Oh my gosh. There was this beautiful moment when I was working in a school and I was working with this new teacher, and we just developed this nice rapport.
Mhm.
And one day he mentioned that he was young and he mentioned that he didn't cook.
Mhm.
And I was like, "You don't cook at all? Like, how do you eat?" And, he was still living with his parents at the time, but I was like, not even an egg? Can you cook an egg? And he was like, I couldn't even cook an egg. And so I talked to him one day we were having lunch and I was talking to him about like cooking an egg and how you really cook scrambled eggs so they're not so dry and stuff. And I kid you not, like a couple months later, he came to me and he was like, I cooked the egg.
Ah,
I cooked an egg. And he was so proud of himself. And I was so proud of him for going in adventuring in that uncomfortable space,
mhm.
and trying something new and different. And that is just, it was such a cool shared experience, that just came off of me being like, just curious about
Right.
another human being and their willingness to share something vulnerable with me,
Right.
you know?
And, like, that's kind of, like, what dovetails into what my takeaway was
Hmm.
from this last weekend too, was
Yeah.
there was that I mean, I always feel like a fish out of water on occasion.
Hmm.
It's and I don't feel like it's always a confidence thing, but it's I'm an observer, so I like to kind of sit
Mm.
back and take it all in, like, take on the scenery, take in, like, people's personalities and body language
Yeah.
and all of those kinds of things. So when I'm the new person or a new person in a space, then I'm
Hmm.
also in observation, right?
Hmm.
So by anybody else who operates similarly.
Sure.
So being in that place allowed me to be curious, allowed me to approach other people in curiosity and with curiosity and look at connective points before I would put myself completely out there and go, connect with me or find some ways to connect with me, or I want to connect with you, or I'll try to find ways that
Yeah.
my thing will connect with yours so we
Oh,
can actually get along, you
yeah.
know? And I
Been
wasn't
there.
compelled to necessarily do that so much in this case, but we got to talking to a couple of the people, just some really good soulful conversations, and,
Yeah.
one of the ladies, just she speaks with such intention,
Oh,
and I would listen to her read books. I told her that already too. I was
I
just like,
know.
"Oh, she's just phenomenal."
'Cau
And
yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and so we were talking about that, and one of the ladies, the one that I did the exercise with, wound up,
Mhm.
like, getting, like, a shirt that, and I was like, and she was kinda hemming and hawing about it, and I was like, "Well, just try it on and see if you like it, because then, yeah, later you could buy it if you wanted to or whatever."
Right.
And she's like, "I heard you in my head, is just try it on."
Ah.
And the very intentional lady, she looked over at me and she goes, "Well, that's what you do. You inspire people to try things on." And I was like, "Oh my
Oh my
gosh."
god.
So
She
I
saw your
yeah, dude, I
soul.
really felt seen, like, I really did. I was like,
Yes.
"That's a beautiful way to put it." And I was like, and I've never really actually considered it in that capacity, so I get a little verklempt here to kinda think about it, but I was just like, "Thank you." I was
Yeah.
like, "That's really sweet," and it was a very generous, um, offering of her own insight to
Mhm.
share, that I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm receiving. I'm receiving. Thank you so much." I really
Yes.
appreciate that. So, I think
Yeah.
that's what you inspired in the gent to get him to try it on, make
Oh,
an egg.
yeah,
So,
totally,
see?
right?
So you do it too.
But I think for me, like, I took away different things from different people on
Mm,
the retreat,
yeah.
and, there's that.
Mhm.
The person who was speaking with such intention, and when she was she didn't just have something to say right out the gate. It was sometimes something that, like,
Right.
formed, right? And you could see I love watching people think. This
Mhm.
it's a weird thing to say, but I love, like, watching her in silence and waiting, anticipating what she was going to say,
Mhm.
because when somebody pauses instead of, filling that silence with words, which is what I feel like I do a lot of the times, is, I feel like then you're like, "What is that person saying? What is brewing within this
Mhm.
person? And what could they possibly have to share that's coming out?" Like, it's just so exciting. It was exciting for
Yeah.
me because, yeah, they were so intentional with their words. But even, like, just, like, the joy in that partner that you had, I'm gonna take that joy with me. Literally, we were just all dancing, but I felt like joy was sparkling off of her, even when she was just, like, seemed like she was walking,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. In my periphery, I saw the sparkles, like, arrive before
Yes.
her actual form did, and I was like, "This is a very magical person." So,
Yes. Oh, I totally agree.
yeah.
Everyone had something that I felt like, you know what? I'm noticing this about you and I
Mhm.
love it. And I would also like to, incorporate that kind of stuff, in my regular everyday routine.
Well, that's a great way to kind of wrap this up, is that we've been talking about noticing. We've been talking
Hmm.
about essentially being alive, right? And
Yeah.
kind of challenging those things, bringing in and ushering in this new breath, essentially,
Yeah.
of our spaces. So, what are you guys noticing? What did you notice today? What are you noticing right now? It can be anything. It can be a person, it can be a concept, it can be really a fixture somewhere that you didn't normally see.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear about it. Just, I mean, the thing that just brought you out of your trance, right? Like, essentially.
Right.
And it's worth sharing. I really feel like even some things that might be considered quote unquote mundane are not exactly that. It's
Yeah. That's why I'm the kind of person that will text people something that has a heart shape.
Mhm.
Like, that's why I love noticing hearts all around, because it's like it brings me into that present moment,
Mhm.
like, oh, I found a heart. I love hearts. They bring me so much joy, or even rainbows. Um they just suck me into that moment, and that's when I feel alive,
Yes.
right? It's like when I'm stuck in that Groundhog Day, that kind of, makes me feel like I'm just living on autopilot
Yeah.
sometimes. So, like, what are those little tiny moments that spark you, that bring you some kind of life back into that moment or that space that you're in?
Share it in the comments,
share
it in our DMs, share it on our Discord. We'll have a section for noticing.
Totally.
And we'd love to hear from you guys. So.
Yeah, I've been loving having people comment and hearing what they, what resonates with them, or little tiny snippets that they want to share based off something they heard, or that's been really fun. Shout out to Felicia.
Crochet and K-pop.
Crochet. Oh my gosh, the crochet queen over there.
So yeah.
Yes, totally. Let us know.
Share. We love to hear it. We love to just celebrate with you.
Yeah, because really sharing is that human experience, right? Sure. If we're all just sitting there keeping these moments to ourselves, whether it's like a cool guitar riff or something cool that you've crocheted, like if we're just keeping that to ourselves, there's power in that too, right? And that's definitely called for. But also, it's nice to share that with the people that are important to you in your community. It's that little spark. Anytime I see a llama thing and I'm sending it to you, it's just that nice reminder like, oh, you thought about me.
Right.
I'm not reaching out to you because I need something for you. Yes. I'm reaching out to you because you came into my mind and I love you. And here we go. I'm thinking about you.
All right.
Sending you my love.
I receive your love.
Oh, look at us on the podcast together in person. I can touch you.
Love it. Oh,
our fur turn.
Yes, so our infern.
Infern.
So yeah,
that's hilarious.
So we look forward to hearing from everybody. Thanks for being sticking with us on this podcast today.
Yes, thanks for joining us today in our silliness and our noticings. And we'd love to hear from you guys. So keep on sending your stuff to us.
Yeah, we love
Send it our way.
All right.
All right.
Until when? So that's it for today's episode of Then When. Honestly, we could talk about this stuff forever, but we know you've probably got things to do, or at least a very long list of things you're thinking about doing.
It's been a blast, but before we head out, we want to hear from you. We're looking for your then and your when.
Exactly. If you've got a recent win you're proud of, that's your then. Or if there's a back burner dream item you've been putting off, that's your when.
Whether it's a total triumph or help, I'm procrastinating, we want to share your stories on the show.
Seriously, come say hi. You can DM us at thenwhenpod or shoot us an email. We can't wait to hear what you're working on.
Until next time, take care of yourself. We'll catch you on the flip.